Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your favorite girl Suze. So I'm actually running late for work, but I just had to do this. I just had to do this. So I saw a movie on Netflix yesterday, and I just told myself, there's no way you're not going to talk about this, Suzanne. There's absolutely no way. And I was going to leave this for weekend, but I'm like, why not today? So I saw Fair Play on Netflix, and I just have one or two or maybe three things to say. So let's just get into it. By the way, I'm not putting on makeup, so this is not a makeup tutorial or anything like that. Okay, so first things first. When I saw Fair Play, I actually compared it to Acrimony in a sense, right? Not completely, but some of it. This is basically, Acrimony cost a bit of a stare with the male and female. Everybody had their own opinion about how the movie should have played out, who was wrong, who was right. Now this is what I'm doing for Fair Play. I want us to also discuss who was wrong, who was right? Although this is like a very clear version of Squishy. Okay, so basically, so Fair Play is about a lady that works with her. She works. Basically, the beginning of the movie is by the way, this is a spoiler, so if you haven't seen it, please go and see it. So boy and man and woman, same company, they are colleagues at work, right? So it starts off with the guy proposing to her, I think at his sister's wedding or something, in the toilet. Okay, so next day they get to work. There's an opening because someone was fired, and she hears rumors that it's her man that's going to take that seat, and she rushes to tell him, like, baby, that kind of thing, like, I heard this, I think you're the next in line. And he's super happy, right? So everybody believes that he's the one to get the next promotion, and this is like PM, they call it PM, right? Is it PM? Yeah. Okay, so at the end of the day, that night when they get home, she gets a call from their boss. I mean, their main boss. And then the boss before the boss was the one that called her, right? But she gets there and sees the main boss. And her coming home, she's sad because she just found out that she's the one getting the promotion, not her boyfriend. So that's the story. Everything changes from there on. Mind you, when they thought that he was the one getting it, from the rumor she heard, they were celebrating, right? Everybody was so happy. But now it turns out that the girl in question is the one getting the promotion. She's smarter than the guy. And it turns out that the boss doesn't give two fucks about the guy because he's not good at his job. Basically, that's it. So now, on to the next one. There's a bit of a manipulation, there's a bit of silent treatment here and there from the guy. Oh, mind you, in all of this, he keeps saying, I'm so happy for you. So it's like your boyfriend is putting a straight face saying, no, your fiance, because they just, he proposed to her basically. So he's like, I'm so happy for you, with a very straight face though. Why am I laughing, right? Obviously he's not, because this is something that was supposed to be for him, right? This is something that was, we were almost 100% sure that, he was going to get it. But then she now rolls with, now, I'm saying, basically, right? After she gets the promotion, everything changes. He doesn't want to have sex with her anymore. He's studying more, reading more books, listening to their boss at seminars, schooling people, teaching people on how to win at the finance department, at the financing. I don't know what to, Jesus. Anyway, I think they're into finance basically. So he's teaching people how to basically progress in that field, right? And so, long story short, right? The relation, they start to drift. Obviously, they start to drift because he has something that, she has something that he has always wanted, right? Or he almost thought he was going to get, So it's almost like your spouse becomes your enemy. And mind you, they work in the same company, which is against company policy, obviously. And this is why I have issues with dating someone at your place of work. Me, I have never been a fan of that. Never will be a fan of that. Because I know people who say never, right? But coming to work every day and seeing your face, if we fight at home, I'll still see you at work. Do you want to kill me? Like, I know how I feel if I even see my boyfriend at the supermarket and we're having issues and we run into each other on the road. I know how I feel. I'll just be like, what are you doing here? You know, talk less of I leave home, and mind you, they live together. These people live together, they work together. So if she had a good day at work, basically, if she comes home, she cannot show that she had a good day at work. So just imagine that emotional torture, right? It messes your mind up, right? And then there's the colleagues at work, the male colleagues, because mind you, she's a female, obviously, and she got a promotion. So the male colleagues are running their mouths now, talking about how she slept with the boss to get. Of course, if it was me, if I had this, obviously I would have gotten it. So they all pinned it on the fact that, of course, she did not just get this honorably. She must have given something to take something. Yeah, that's true. And the silent treatment that her boyfriend was giving her was mind-blowing, you know. And he would always say, oh, I'm happy for you. And mind you, there was a time he talked about her dressing. He had never talked about her dressing, but all of a sudden he was telling her how do you want to be taken seriously when you dress like that? And she gets upset. She's like, dress like what? What do I dress like? You know, she gets really, really mad at him, and she's just like, what do you mean dress like that? What do you mean by that? And then she, you know, he's messing with her mind, and then she goes ahead to go and shop for a different top while at work, because she couldn't stop thinking about the fact that, okay, so I don't look good. That's like, I've mentioned a couple of things. I don't even know what number I'm on. Also, he pitches an idea to her. Like, he tells her, okay, let's do this. You know, he basically gambles with her work, and she, you know, her boss flipped. He called her, you dumb fucking bitch. I think that was the word the boss used. You dumb fucking bitch. But then in order to get favor back, she has to get a bigger account, right? And I believe she does. But mind you, her boyfriend was the one that fucked this up with his own idea. What she would have done would have paid her more, but basically they lost 25 million to his. The guy no get Okolo, but you know one here, right? But when she was looking for like a way to appease her boss again, her boyfriend came again with another idea. I was so glad when she did not take that idea, because she would have been fucked up too. But then she gets back to that high table again. Everybody starts respecting her. She even gets $575,000 as compensation for, you know, being called crazy, stupid bitch or whatever. So this is money they're talking about. And basically, this babe got a ticket to like a dinner invite or something like that. I think she got 2 tickets. She wanted to take her boyfriend, who is also her analyst, and he rejected it. He was like, not tonight, babe. He was always, in fact, he was never the same after the promotion, right? So this is what I want to ask, right? I've spent 7 minutes trying to break this down, because she wasn't able to celebrate her wins. But when they thought it was the guy to get it, obviously everybody was happy. She was happy. They even drank. They were merry about it. But the moment the table turned, she became the bad person. She couldn't be happy, but she was succeeding. Like, 2 of you were in that field. You met in that field. The same way you met this babe, that's how she wants to grow. You know, the same way you want to grow, the same way you've had dreams. Should I even talk about the humiliation? Okay, so they sacked someone else, and there was an opening, you know, that could possibly be his. But because his girlfriend now had like first-hand information that the boss did not give a shit about him initially, and in fact the boss is waiting for the day he will resign, she was trying to keep him away from that information, because she knew it would mess with his mind. You know, when your boss doesn't regard you, but you think you have a chance, you know, that whole thing. At the end of the day, he goes to the boss. He kneels, I've loved you. He gives you need to watch that movie. He gives this speech. If you see me biting my hand when this guy was talking, I was like, fuck! This guy messed himself up. Like, he practically begged for this position. Guess what the boss said? Someone was just standing there. I was like, this is the new PM. I believe you haven't met him. And when Baba stood up, when Tom was sober, playing loud music. But all in all, right, I want to say this, right, because the guy's name is Luke, the girl's name is Emily, and Emily is the girl from Bridgerton. I'm sure you see her on the poster of the movie, you know. I think you all should watch Fair Play, because I really need to have this conversation. What do you think about it? Normally, I'm not going to... There were times I disagreed with her, because her boss calling her late at night by 12 to go and have drinks, I did not support that. And I never saw them take a day off. I don't know if they worked every day. That part, so I had questions. There was never a day 2 of them were in the house, like, basically resting. There was never something like that. I think I've overused this. There was never something like that, actually. They were always working, always working, always working. I was beginning to ask, don't they have Sunday or Saturday in this movie or something like that? There was never anything like that. But at the end of the day, the movie did not end where I thought it would. Yeah, she got her apology. I don't want to spoil the whole scene, but go and see Fair Play on Netflix and tell me what you think. Because for me, same job, co-workers relationship, you dating a co-worker, I really have never been a fan. Even in secondary school, dating my classmates, oh my god, nah, never been a fan. The apology that she got at the end, where she was like, say Emily, please, say Emily, I'm sorry, now cry. When she said now cry, I was like, this girl is crazy. Please see Fair Play on Netflix and tell me what you think about it, because that movie is really, really nice, actually. Yeah, it didn't end the way I thought it would. I thought at the time he might harm her, although he did, but not in the way I thought. I thought he might even kill her, but none of that happened. So tell me what you think about Fair Play on Netflix. Thank you so much for listening. This is 10 minutes of my time, and it wasn't wasted because I really, really enjoyed that movie.